Hi Capricorn, welcome to your yearly forecast for 2022. So I'm going to pull a card for each month and then I'll pull a clarifying card with oracle cards as well. But before I get started, I just wanted to tune into some of the energies that was coming up for me as I was seeing what's ahead for you. So some of the signs, quite a few of them actually, have been getting movies. My guides have been giving me movies for the theme or some kind of metaphor for what they have coming up. And for some, it's showing up in their monthlies or in their weeklies. Capricorn, it's showing up for your yearly. So the movie for you is Sleeping Beauty. And what they were showing me was waking up from a dream is the metaphor here. And I feel like this is a really powerful year for you. Just even tuning into the energies and preparing your cards, I kept feeling waves of just energy pouring through. And I feel like a lot of you may experience a significant awakening or a shift in your perception. I feel like there's going to be a lot of movement this year. I'm not sure, it'll show up differently for, depending on your situation, but there's a lot of shifting and moving around, like physically moving around. Like a lot of you may be moving homes, where you're even like the country you're living in, or just your environment's going to look really different is what it feels like. And it's almost like I'm hearing to stay on your feet, get ready to kind of shift and maneuver. And they're showing me being thrown like these tennis balls and you having to kind of dodge them, or not that they're obstacles, but just that there may be these unexpected waves of energy that you're going to be asked to process and kind of deal with some detours or rerouting in some areas is what I'm seeing. And what they're showing me is that it's kind of pulling you back or putting you back onto a path that is much more in alignment for you. And I feel like that message has been coming up for you quite a bit lately, within the weeklies and even in the monthlies, that Capricorn is kind of going through this nudging onto, the right path. But back to Sleeping Beauty, it also felt like, I was kind of feeling a mental fog. So some of you have been feeling like there's a mental fog, or there's not much clarity. Something is missing, or there's like a puzzle piece that's missing to the whole picture. I feel like that fog will be lifted this month, or at least that opportunity will be presented to you that you can take to help you lift a mental fog. Like some situation or some kind of experience may come into your life that will help give you clarity, more about yourself, your life thus far, or where you really want to be, something that resonates with your soul calling. So there's really an opportunity here for truth. There's an opportunity here for reclaiming your truth, knowing who you are, where you belong. Because I feel like with the metaphor of Sleeping Beauty, it's like she was put under this spell of amnesia. She's supposed to forget who she is so she could be safe. And that is making me emotional now. So some of you may start to remember parts of yourself or recover parts of yourself that are authentic to you this year. And it may start off as smaller things like interests or a passion for something, or, maybe things that we just have forgotten about ourselves. So this year is about coming home to yourself. And in certain ways, it will be you actively seeking it. And in other ways, it'll be life presenting it to you. So being on your toes about that. is going to play a part in your path this year. But it's all serving you on your path to your awakening or even your healing in certain areas that we didn't even know we needed to heal. So let's get into your tarot cards. Okay, January for Capricorn, 2022. What is January going to look like? Capricorn, 2022. Okay, we have 2 cards here for January. Okay, and this is in reverse. Okay, so we have 4 of Wands and the 8 of Cups. 4 of Wands is in reverse. Okay, so this could be walking away from something we have built our foundation on. For some of you, I'm seeing career. So some of you may be leaving or at least contemplating leaving a career that is emotionally unfulfilling for you, something that doesn't seem to really resonate or click for you anymore, is what I'm seeing. So some of you may be starting to really see the truth of like where you are. I feel like some of you may be more honest about if you have like a career or a work environment that has been unfulfilling. I feel like in the month of January, you may be tuning into that, kind of being more honest with yourself about, you know, some environment. It feels like this is all about your environment. So this could also be your home life. There could be some changes or some navigating some waters where there is something missing or a sense of unfulfillment at home, within a relationship, within a long-term relationship, because sometimes 4 of Wands can also show up as, you know, our marriage or just our family, like where we have set up our home, our foundation. And since it's in reverse, I feel like there's something changing there. Now, this doesn't mean that something is necessarily going to come to an end. But what I'm seeing is that if there is unhappiness, that may become acknowledged this month. You may start to acknowledge that in yourself in certain areas that are not fulfilling you. And it's going to motivate you or prompt you to make some changes. And I'm also hearing that this is also going to set the stage for the rest of the year. That this dynamic of feeling incomplete or discontent is going to set you on a path to discovering, where am I content, or what will help me to feel complete in my life. So this illumination is going to be important for you this month, Capricorn. Let's clarify. The 4 of Wands reversed with the 8 of Cups for Capricorn. 4 of Wands reversed. Yeah. So we have the 2 of Swords here. And so this is about you. Okay, so this is you not wanting to see it. And this is you kind of having your guard up about it, not wanting to tune in or tap in to how you might be feeling about something that I'm seeing. The picture may not all be there, or the picture is not clear, or something is missing there. So in the month of January, it feels like this is going to be presented to you, and it's your choice whether you want to see the reality or the truth of it, or if you want to protect yourself from seeing the truth of it. So January is about truth. January is about looking into your emotions as well. Some of you may be also blocking your emotions, not wanting to feel. They're drawing me to the ocean behind her, actually, which is really interesting because it's not something I've ever really focused in on before, but the ocean is drawing me in for you, Capricorn, in January, where the water is all about our feelings. They're about our emotions, and they're behind her, and she has her blindfold on. So there's a lot there. There's a lot behind her, and I think she knows that, and she's protecting herself from it. So I feel like in the month of January, whatever it is that you decide to do, I'm not here to tell you what to do or what not to do, but this was what feels like the energy is coming up, that there may be something needing to be confronted in terms of emotional incompleteness or even unhappiness or unfulfillment in something having to do with either the home, the marriage, career, or some kind of foundation that you have built your life around or upon, something that needs to be acknowledged. I'm also hearing the word tethered. I'm not sure how that plays in, but feeling like we're tethered to something. Or maybe needing to tether to something. Maybe some of you are feeling like if I wasn't tethered to this one thing, then I'm hearing someone say, or someone feeling, if I didn't tether myself to this thing, then I feel like I would just float away. How interesting. Like almost, this is very emotional. This is when I turned into your energy, Capricorn, I felt so many emotions. It was very like powerful and emotional and very deep. But it's almost like, for some of you, it's like, this is what I have. This is what I have. Like, this is what my life is built around. And it tethers me, whether I have this feeling of incompleteness or not. And so without it, if I were to look, like almost if I was honest with myself and I were to look at it, then I'm afraid of what the truth would be. So it's almost like you're protecting yourself from that. So I want to continue moving on because we have quite a bit more to go into here. But that kind of feels like that's the energy for January here. So let's move on here. Okay, so let's move into February. Whoa, okay, there's February. Two of Wands reversed. This actually looks like stability to me, like almost like, okay. So what I'm hearing is with this card, this is about two people kind of coming together is what I'm seeing in February. So this is a card of union or reunion or reconciliation is what I'm hearing. So February might be less of an intensely emotional month. It may be a month more for coming together, reaching common ground is what I'm hearing. Seeing eye to eye, being on the same page. So communication, I feel like, is going to be a good thing this month. I feel like you're going to connect well with people in the month of February, that there's not going to be too much upheaval, or I'm not sensing deep emotions in the month of February. I was in January, but not for February. February feels more of a more joyous month and a lighthearted month. So you may just need, I'm seeing Capricorn, you going into the month of February, maybe just needing to lighten things up a bit for yourself and needing to kind of shake things up. You might also go on a trip or travel in the month of February is what I'm seeing. You may need to just kind of get away. And I almost kind of feel like it'll be very refreshing and it will clear your mind. So perhaps in February will be a good month to travel, or just even take a short trip, take a small mini a vacation or even a staycation, something to kind of shake up the energy here in the month of February. So let's do a clarifying card for the Two of Wands reversed. Oh, beautiful. Love this. Okay, so Nine of Pentacles. So this is, I heard luxury. So yeah, I feel like indulgence. So some of you may be really wanting to kind of indulge yourself. Again, take a vacation, go to the spa, go get a nice meal, treat yourself. I feel like we'll be playing a really good role here for you in the month of February. This is all about self-care, self-love, and needing to recharge is what I'm hearing, and needing to kind of feel good, finding something that really helps you to feel good. And some of you may also experience a rise in income with February. So maybe for some of you, you may see like an increase in sales. There may be like a bonus that you get or some kind of award. I'm seeing kind of recognition or award where you get like a bonus from your employer or the place of work that you're at, or some kind of opportunity. So I'm also seeing some of you get another job, like you may get another side job, and that will just actually help you to recover some expenses here. So there's additional income is what I'm seeing here. There's a stable form of income. So also for some of you, if you find that if you're, they're showing me that if you're in a partnership, that both people will be bringing in a good amount where it feels like you can afford to kind of take a vacation or enjoy yourselves a little bit more. There's more room for relaxation. There's a cushion there where you can enjoy yourself. So for the month of February, finances look really good, and even enough to kind of, be able to do something and enjoy yourself here. So very good. I like February for you, Capricorn. Okay, let's go into March. March for Capricorn 2022. Energies of March, Capricorn 2022. Okay, so we have it's interesting how you're getting reversals here, but I actually like this reversal here because we have the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so we have the Justice and we have the Three of Swords reversed. So I feel like, again, I actually like this energy. This energy for me tells me that there is clarity coming into a situation that might have been confusing. Where, again, there are reconciliations, just like in February, people seeing eye to eye. Common ground, reaching common ground, being able to balance out energies where there has been a lot of imbalance from before. And I feel like there's also, they just keep telling me being on the same page, being, really being able to understand each other. And I feel like that understanding each other is helping to heal some emotional wounds. Because we have the Three of Swords here, which is usually a card of heartbreak. But I'm almost seeing these, and this is interesting because we have these Three of Swords just all wound up and they're, all interlinked, and it's just like some big knot, right? And it's hard to unravel all of that. It's complicated, it's tricky. And I'm hearing the word sticky. So maybe there's something that's been like a sticky situation. But I like how we have the Justice here because this is almost balancing out whatever has been feeling sticky, what has been feeling all knotted up, what has been not feeling right, not settling itself. So I feel like there's an equilibrium. There's like a settling coming in here. There's a healing that's coming in here in March. So March, I feel like in the heart space is going to actually feel really good for you, Capricorn. It feels like there is some almost like life or vitality coming back in. So in March, you may even find that your energy levels are increasing. You may find that you have inspiration and motivation to start a new project or to, like want to do something exciting or do something different. You have the energy and the I'm hearing the word vitality. So vitality, I feel like will play a role for you in March, Capricorn. Let's clarify. 4 of Cups. Yeah. So I feel as though, again, this is, a time for healing. Yes. So this is a time for healing the heart space. And I feel like this may be a good month. I'm hearing spending time alone. So you may find that you're actually spending more time with yourself or just reconnecting with yourself in order to help you heal your heart. I'm kind of seeing you wanting to just be alone. You may not really want to engage with too many people in the month of March, especially if you're kind of going through a healing process here, or something is kind of leveling itself out. You're allowing that process to take place. So some of you in the month of March may just kind of opt to, I'm seeing going hiking or like going and doing something on your own out in nature. So some of you may really want to just retreat and be with yourself. And it feels like you are not really that open to social interactions or really wanting to open yourself up to some offers. It almost kind of feels like you just want to hold on to what you have. You're almost focusing just on the 3 of Cups. You don't really want to focus on the extra cup that's coming in. But what I will say here, though, is that it may benefit you to open yourself up to a reconciliation or some kind of peace offering is what I'm hearing. It's almost like there's a peace offering, but you may not be seeing it in that way. There may be something about your perception not wanting to open yourself up to an opportunity to heal. So I would be mindful of that in March. That if there's some kind of conversation or something that comes up where it's kind of coming, it could even be coming up within you, like not from an outside person, but just something that gets brought up within you emotionally, to greet it, to try to see what it is, because it could be an opportunity to heal something that doesn't really need to be there. And it could just be something that's stuck, maybe like a heartbreak or a disappointment or a loss that's been there for a long time. There could be this opportunity to heal that. So to not push it away because it could be something that wants to be released because of this Justice card here. Okay, April for Capricorn, 2022. Energies for April. So these are your energies for April. We have the Hierophant and the Mother of Wands for April. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling that there's someone here, someone who has the energy of Mother of Wands. It could be you, Capricorn, and someone else in your life. But it feels like there's someone here that is being very protective of her, and this could be male or female, doesn't matter. But someone who is very creative and someone who has a lot of, I'm hearing dreams for her future or dreams for her career or something that she wants to create and manifest. And it feels like she's very connected to the divine, very connected to someone who has found her path. I'm being drawn to the key on the Hierophant. So someone who is very connected to her intuition and has tapped in or tuned in to a gift of hers or something that she does really well. And there's something that she's cultivating here, something that and she could also be protecting it as well. She's not really sharing her abundance right now. She's like kind of keeping her cards close to her chest. Fiercely protective too. Let's look into this. And this is in the month of April here. So there could be something going on with this Mother of Wands, which is the Queen of Wands. And the Hierophant. So someone who is very, very creative. And it's like she's channeling a lot of her creative ideas from Source. And she's being very protective of what she's creating, nurturing it. She's nurturing it. She's giving her energy to nurturing and cultivating her ideas. That's where she's putting her energy. Let's clarify the Mother of Wands and the Hierophant, the month of April. Swords, okay. So if this is you, Capricorn, you're working on something in April that has, it's like you're working really hard on something. With the Four of Swords, I'm feeling like this may also be a month to make sure that you rest. You may be working really hard. It's almost like you're working too hard. You're on the go, like the energy is really high. You have a lot of passion, a lot of energy to accomplish things, and a lot of ideas. You may be even having multiple projects happening at the same time. So this may be an active month for you, where there's a lot of opportunities coming in. You're cultivating a lot of abundance here for yourself. And it's almost like transforming your life as well. And it feels like this is career related, but some of you could also be experiencing a very abundant month in terms of family as well. I'm seeing that some of you could have, there's something in April with family. You might also be around family a lot. Something about family. Some of you could also be getting married in April because we have the Hierophant here. It feels like a very active month. So for the Four of Swords, this is telling me that this is also a good time to make sure you find time to rest, to meditate, to retreat when you can, to relax and rejuvenate, because you could be on the go a lot here. So make sure you don't burn yourself out in the month of April, because that could be a very, very active month for you. Yeah. Okay, May for Capricorn 2022. This may look like for Capricorn 2022. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands. This is in May. I feel like there's something you're discovering, something. I'm seeing creative energy actually. Actually, I think these are not wands. These are swords. I'm sorry. They look like wands to me in the because it's so dark. These are actually Seven of Swords. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm hearing here is I feel like there is some creative energy that you may be keeping from yourself from this card. That's what I'm feeling. It's in the month of May. There could be something that you are tapping into, like a hidden gift or a hidden talent that you might have hidden from yourself, or kind of taken some opportunities away from yourself. And I just realized this is Six of Swords, not Seven of Swords. I'm sorry. And it's strange because it's almost like the number doesn't even matter, because I was just looking at the image and that's the energy I was picking up on. But this is the Six of Swords, which is usually moving away from chaotic waters and moving into something more calm and peaceful. But the energy I was picking up on is uncovering something that you've hidden from yourself. Something that you've kept from yourself. So in the month of May, you may even discover some hidden talents or something that you may have tucked away. And it feels like there's almost like a newfound passion for something that you really enjoy. Let's clarify the Six of Swords here. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. Capricorn. Oh, wow. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So they're also telling me that moving away from something that has been kind of chaotic or kind of confusing is what I'm seeing, is that you're kind of moving into a better place financially. It's almost like uncovering. Okay, so they're saying moving away from something that has confused you and caused a lot of grief and this feeling of being stuck, and moving into a place that fits better with you. And when you're in that place, it's almost as if you uncover parts of yourself that you might have forgotten about or have not allowed yourself to entertain. So again, like a passion or an interest or something that you're good at that you never really gave a chance. You might have just walked away from it. You might have put it to the side thinking that it's not going to amount to anything. Because in the month of May, I'm kind of seeing your mind may actually go to a place where you start thinking about something from the past, like an idea or even a career move or something that you used to be good at or something that you've tucked away. And it's coming back to you. Something is being returned back to you. And it's a whole new place of prosperity and abundance because you have the Ace of Pentacles for May. So Ace of Pentacles, some of you may even be returning back to school or starting a new career, or I'm really seeing like there's a new start in career with Ace of Pentacles. There's something new that you're doing. Yeah. So May feels like there's kind of like a fresh start here. And also something working out, because for those of you who are working really hard on a business, it almost kind of feels like in May, it may help you to move out whatever success or hard work that you're building or putting towards your work. It feels like it's helping you move out of something that has been chaotic, confusing, and not good for you. And helping you move into a better place financially and helping you start a new beginning. Okay. Okay, so let's look at June here. Capricorn, June for Capricorn, 2022. Son of Wands. I'm seeing new relationships or like new friends. There also may be someone that comes in with a really fiery, passionate energy. Or you may even just be feeling fiery and passionate. I feel like there's something that you're really excited about with the Son of Wands. Son of Wands usually is kind of like having like this amazing, like these great ideas, you know, having your intuition or your creativity on fire for June. And I'm hearing the word expansion and growth. So something that you're building on, something that you want to expand upon. But I am seeing other people come into play here. Wow, okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like there's movement forward in the month of June. So if there's something that you're building and wanting to get off the ground in terms of work, I feel like June is going to be a really good month for things to start turning around in your favor. There's going to be picking up speed is what I'm hearing. Something's going to pick up speed. And I also feel like in the month of June, for any of you who are, applying for things or, sending in applications, that's going to be a good month to do that in June. Because it also feels like your intuition is going to be really high in June as well. Like whatever comes to your mind or whatever intuitive hits you get will be right on. It'll be very accurate. Okay, July for Capricorn, 2022. Energy for July. Now the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands, I'm seeing here for you, Capricorn, is I heard going at something alone or kind of starting on a new path kind of on your own or doing it by yourself or taking like a new risk. It's almost like you're opening yourself up to a new world or a new land. Doing something. It's like you're kind of being pushed to, it's almost like you're just kind of placed in this new energy of needing to kind of venture out and do something on your own. Like you may be taking an opportunity somewhere that you've never been and you have to go by yourself or traveling somewhere by yourself or just kind of being placed in a situation where you're needing to kind of figure some things out or maneuver how to navigate like a new environment or a new situation here in July. And I feel like it's also going to show you what you're capable of. I feel like it's also it may also, when I'm hearing, it's going to illuminate maybe some fears that you used to have, like things that you thought that you couldn't do, but now you're kind of proving yourself you can do. I'm hearing your mind expanding and opening in July. It's like a new experience for you, but it's good for you. Like it'll be something that kind of helps you to come out of your shell, helps you to come out of stagnancy, is what I'm saying. It's kind of like almost like shaking you up a bit. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is also kind of that shake up energy. It's, you're shifting and moving. And I feel like this entire year so far, that's the energy. It feels like things are being presented to you and it's asking you to kind of open up and shift gears and move out of some stagnant energy or stagnant place and do something differently or do something that you haven't done before. I'm also seeing that some of you in the month of July that you may even, I'm seeing like if you work in a certain department and work, you may be like shifted into another department in July and it'll be like a new way of working, or you have to like get to know some new people, or the rules might be a little bit different. So something like that where there's a learning curve in July. Okay, let's clarify the Seven of Wands here. Wow, yeah, the World. And I feel like it's coming from an ending to a significant chapter. Like something is changing in your world. And so you're being placed in this new situation that you're needing to kind of venture out on your own, or learning how to, like, learning the ropes on something new, something different that you haven't done before. And I'm feeling like a little bit apprehension, like a little bit of perhaps there's fear there. It's like this unknown, you're being kind of taken out of your comfort zone, is what I'm saying. So being taken out of your comfort zone. Let me pull one more here and see what the outcome of that will be. What can Capricorn know about the Seven of Wands and the World for July 2022? Ten of Wands. I feel like it's an ending to a very heavy chapter. I feel like it's okay. So what they're telling me is it's kind of forcing you out of something that has been really heavy for you. So it feels like this year so far, it's like you've been holding on or carrying things that you may not even realize that you're carrying. You've just gotten used to carrying them. And it almost kind of feels like this entire year so far is pointing you to that. And so there are things that are coming up for you that are kind of trying to nudge you or shift you out of this comfort zone, of kind of being comfortable or okay with carrying a weight when really you don't need to. Or that there's better things for you, or that there's like a different way or a different way of doing things, a different way of living or feeling. And I feel like in July, there may be some significant change there where something kind of comes to an end that feels like it's been pretty heavy. That's July there. So let's go into August here. Okay, August for Capricorn 2022. Wow, beautiful. So we have the Ace of Pentacles twice in this reading here. So I feel like there are a lot of opportunities for financial abundance and a new career. I keep seeing a new career or a change in careers, or like a promotion, or kind of changing, shifting fields. It almost kind of feels like some of you are in a position where you could do more. And I feel like you're being elevated or promoted to where you really belong. Like you kind of fit in better in a position where you can really show off your skills. It's what I'm seeing. And it's almost like once you're kind of there, you really start to blossom and bloom, and you really start to enjoy your work. So in August, I feel like August will be a very abundant month for you as well. You have a pretty abundant months, a couple of them here. We have one in February. Looks like one in May, and August seems like a really abundant month too. So that seems like a good time for, again, promotions and being placed in the appropriate position that you deserve to be in for August. I'm also hearing recognition. Some of you may be receiving rewards or awards. Some kind of like offering of your hard work, or a recognition of your hard work, it being noticed. And there may be something also some of you do specifically, like an act that you do that falls under recognition by many. So work is going to play a big role for you in the month of August. And I see you having a very abundant month because of it. So even if you're in business, you may be really acknowledged for the services that you provide, or your product being really wonderful, and really enjoying your work. And I'm also hearing expansion. So some of you may be just expanding in your workplace, elevating, growing. So it kind of feels like August is all about work here for you, Capricorn. Let's clarify the 8 of Pentacles and Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is nice actually because we have the 9 of Swords. So I feel like some of the rewards that come in for you in August will help you to relieve some worries. So if you've been worried about finances, worried about if things will ever pick up again, or if you'll ever find a job again, if you'll get that promotion, I feel like in August you may find some answers there or some clarity where you can relax and rest. So August, I feel like I like August so far the best for you in terms of work, because it feels like there is some relief in terms of worries about having support or feeling if things are going to work out. Yeah, okay. So August looks good here. Okay, September. What does September look like for Capricorn? Year 2022. Okay, so we have the Lovers and the Mother of Cups. Really nice. I actually really like this. So I think that this is going to be a good month for reconnection. So if some of you are in a partnership and you've been feeling kind of disconnected, or, like there's just, it hasn't been, I'm hearing stability with the Lovers and the Mother of Cups here. I kind of feel like there is a lot of compassion and caring and nurturing for each other in the month of September. Yeah, I like this energy of Mother of Cups here. It kind of feels like there's this compassion or empathy and softness in September. Understanding. I'm hearing the word sweetness. So I really like September in terms of love. For those of you who are in a relationship, or for those of you who are looking for a relationship. So September seems like a strong month in terms of connections with someone significant in your life. I mean, in the Mother of Cups, it feels like it's not necessarily a specific person. It feels like an energy that is accompanying the Lovers. So the Mother of Cups is an energy of compassion, empathy, emotional understanding, and bringing caring. I'm also hearing listening. So for some of you, if you're, needing to talk about things, or maybe like a month where like the listening and the talking, the conversation between two people goes very well. So there's harmony, and I'm hearing the word harmony. Let's clarify the Lovers and the Mother of Cups here. Oh, very beautiful. 3 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups. So there's happiness, there's joy, there's happiness, there's contentment here. Feeling satisfied here in a relationship. And then the 3 of Pentacles is recognition. Recognition for someone's hard work, recognition for what they bring to the table, being noticed, being acknowledged. So there may be a real acknowledgement of each other's value, of what you bring to the table, of what you contribute to the relationship. So there's harmony here in September in terms of a relationship. I'm also seeing that, again, some of you may travel in the month of September, may go take a trip and have a really good time. And it really brings like a really good energy, and you're getting along really well, where you start to able to put down any kind of resentments that you might have had with each other, and really help you to see the value in each other. So there's like a closeness or togetherness in the month of September for those of you who are in a relationship, is what I'm seeing. Okay, let's keep going here. And I'm also seeing that for others of you, they're just showing me this now, that if this is work, if something, if the relationship is not what's in your life, then in terms of work, Three of Pentacles comes in as acknowledgement for your hard work again. So it looks like in this year that there's several opportunities to be recognized for work. So being noticed for your hard work. And I feel like with the Nine of Cups, that there's an energy here of feeling really happy with yourself, like feeling very proud of yourself. And feeling like you are on the right path, or you're doing what is really resonant with your heart and soul, which is the Lover's card can also come with an energy of being connected with yourself, like having that divine connection with yourself. It's not always another person. Sometimes it is, partnerships, but it could also be the relationship you have with yourself. It's not always romantic. It can also be, it can have like a spiritual undertone to it. So I'm also seeing here that this is also really feeling a sense of appreciation of self-value and really valuing your own work or what you can offer. So like really positive self-image and self-worth here. Feeling really proud of what you're capable of doing, of what you bring to the table. Yeah. So feeling that sense of self-satisfaction for September. This is a pretty good year. I mean, I think that there's a lot of shifts and changes in certain areas, but it also feels like there's a lot of growth too. It's almost like it's just the things that aren't working for you or just don't need to be there are shifting out. And where you are meant to grow, it's almost like Spirit is nudging you in the areas where maybe you didn't allow yourself to grow enough in. And so it's almost like this year, there's going to be the space is being created for you to take a look at maybe some unused potential or some areas in your life where you could do more to help yourself, to allow yourself to really use those talents and skills that you have that you haven't had an opportunity to really use yet. Or have given yourself a chance to use yet, because maybe your energy was going in other areas and other places. And it feels like some of those things are starting to leave or starting to take a back seat, at least like they're not forefront in your life. And so now the space is being cleared up is what I'm seeing. It's like it's clearing space for you to finally do what you're supposed to be doing or where you really should be shining. So the stage is being set for you to do that. It's being offered to you. And I see you taking it and really shining in your area or shining in your field or shining where you're good, wherever you're good at. Even if this is not career, it's almost like you are allowing your natural gifts and abilities and talents, even if that's just caring for the people around you or just being there for the people around you. It's like whatever comes naturally to you is going to shine this year for you. Like your natural talents or your natural gifts, it's going to shine for you this year. And that is, in a way, going to bring you the abundance that you seek. Okay, October for Capricorn, 2022. What does October look like for Capricorn 2022? I'm seeing social settings, so maybe going out. I'm seeing people going out to lunch or getting together with people we haven't seen in a long time. So there may be some reunions happening in October. Also, business meetings, or I'm seeing some of you travel for business quite often, like quite a lot. Like you're usually on a plane or driving. Like it's a part of your job. You have to travel a lot for your job. So that might come into play a lot in October. They're showing me that specifically for October. You may need to travel for work in October. This is so interesting. 7 of Swords. Because when I had that card, I first said 7 of Wands, and then we had a 7 of Wands, and then I thought it was 7 of Swords. I don't know why I was so fixated on the number 7. And now we have the 7 of Swords. How interesting. I think those cards were destined to come out. Okay, so October we have the 7 of Swords. So I feel like this is something about needing to kind of keep some things to yourself and not disclosing too much information about something that you know to others. And I see plans with the 7 of Swords, like making plans for the future, making plans for something. You're making plans for something in October. Clarify the 7 of Swords for Capricorn in October. Maybe you're making plans for the next year, for the coming year after that. There's also something about observation. You're observing something, you're noticing something. You're noticing something and you're keeping something to yourself. Okay, so something that you're noticing that you're keeping to yourself in October. You're not letting anyone know something that you've noticed. What is it that you noticed? Okay, clarify the 7 of Swords for Capricorn for October. Okay, so new ideas. Okay, so some of you could have some new ideas that you're playing close to your chest, like you're not telling anyone about something. Could also be a solution to a problem that you are not disclosing to anyone. It's just something that you're diligently working on. So there's maybe some problem solving that happens in October that you need to do. I'm seeing something with family, so needing to solve some kind of family issue, like needing strategy, because that is sometimes the 7 of Swords as well, is using strategy on how to get yourself out of a sticky situation. So there may be some kind of situation that presents itself in the month of October where you need to apply some kind of creative solution and strategy to get yourself out of it, or help another to get themselves out of some kind of complicated situation. And I'm seeing this actually with family. So there may be some kind of family situation where you're needing to kind of be a little bit creative. I feel like you're helping someone else. I feel like some of you could be like helping family with something. And usually using something like a practical solution. I'm seeing like lawyers and maybe dealing with like landlords, something about landlords, something about contracts, leases, agreements. This is what I'm seeing for October here. So that may kind of play a dominant role in October for some of you, where you're needing to apply some kind of strategy or creative solution to a problem that gets introduced. But it doesn't feel like feels more like a nuisance or just something that needs to just be taken care of. It doesn't feel like it's not, it's not a 9 of Swords moment. It's not something that's going to just completely take over your life or anything. It's just something that you need to deal with. But I'm hearing that it's going to take up your energy in October. Like it's something that you need to focus on and deal with, kind of get out of the way. But it feels like one of those issues where it's like one of those like practical issues, like having to deal with property or some kind of paperwork or something not getting submitted and needing to deal with that on the phone with, with officials. I don't know, something having to do something very practical and realistic. It's not really I'm seeing a lot of paperwork too, like needing to fill out paperwork in October. Okay. November. What's coming up for Capricorn in November 2022? It's the energy of November for Capricorn. Ooh, Daughter of Wands. I really like this energy. This energy made me feel like there was this curiosity or this enthusiasm, like having like these wide-eyed for something that's interesting to you or wanting to do something. So it's like dreaming of something or dreaming of, it's like you're in this dream state, Capricorn. Like there's something that a vision, a desire for something. It's like this need or want to explore, discover something. It's like you have a dream or a want or a need and you're excited. And it's like they're showing me like creating like a vision board, like someday, or pulling out a map, like pulling out a map and putting pinpoints, like I want to go here and I want to go here. So there's this desire, passion, want to go experience something, to want to do something. So I feel like in the month of November, you may be start dreaming about what you want to do for the following year, perhaps. But there may be some kind of desires or wants or needs that really inspire you. I see you being very inspired in November. And your creative ideas, creative juices are going to be really flowing. And it almost feels as though you're not going to approach it with limitations. You're going to go into it feeling unlimited. Like if I could do anything, what would it be? And then writing down a list of these wishes, like this bucket list of things that you want. So it feels like the month of November is very inspiring for you. Allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to have any kind of dream. Like if you could pick anything, what would it be? I'm hearing the word clearing the way for, or making space, clearing the way for some kind of new experiences. Okay, let's clarify the Daughter of Wands. Let's clarify the Daughter of Wands for November. Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know about the Daughter of Wands? November 2022. Oh, wow. How beautiful. 10 of Cups. So this is a good month. I like November for you, Capricorn. 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment and happiness. So it feels refreshing. It feels like there's some kind of new, exciting experience, opportunity. I'm also seeing some of you kind of have new connections with others that feel really fulfilling, that feel really resonant with who you are. So it's like you enjoy having maybe certain conversations with some new people that you meet, or there's maybe like a club organization that you join. And I'm seeing like there's a lot of harmony and cohesion there. So, really enjoying, I'm seeing you kind of like losing yourself in a good way, really being engaged with others in the month of November. So November is like a really good month for connecting with others and kind of entertaining new ideas, wanting to plan out for new experiences, putting yourself out there. I feel like November will be a good month for putting yourself out there as well. So if you're wanting to meet new people or wanting to like join a club or an organization, wanting to socialize a little bit more, I think November will be a good month for that. I feel like you'll be received well, or you'll find the chances of you finding something that fits really well will be good in November is what I'm seeing. and something that you can kind of, like, you could be there for a while. Because the 10 of Cups is long term. It's not like a short-lived experience. And I feel like you'll find it by exploring, you know, like by allowing yourself to experiment and explore and play around with different things. And actively, like, you may have to join a couple of clubs before you find the one, but if you don't start trying, then you're not going to find that one, you know? So it's like but I'm seeing you just being enthusiastic and optimistic about it. Like, okay, I'm going to go here. Let me try it. Let me go to one meeting. I'm just using club as an example. It doesn't have to be a club necessarily. It could be even a date, you know, it could even be going out on dates, or just meeting different kinds of people and finding a friend amongst that group of people. But I see you kind of being more open and putting yourself out there, feeling more confident in the month of November. Feels like your energy really opens up in November. I like this energy. Very nice. Cool. Okay. So November is a good month for you, Capricorn. Okay, let's look into December here. Oh, wow. Oh my goodness. You just completely flew out. Okay, so we have the Fool. So new beginnings here. Okay, I'm just going to start overlapping here. So we have the Fool. We have the Three of Wands. This is good because this is, again, going out and putting yourself out there. And this could also be finding your tribe. This is, again, finding people you really resonate with. And this is like a new beginning of that. This is finding where you belong, finding where you fit, something where you really resonate. Feeling like your opinions are being valued and honored. But then we also have the Eight of Swords. I feel like with the Eight of Swords, this is about you getting yourself unstuck. The Eight of Swords here is, okay, so we have this beautiful chrysalis, this butterfly that has all this potential to bloom out of its cocoon and come out and be beautiful, like fly, be free. And I feel like you have kind of, because I keep sensing that energy in some of these cards where like you hold yourself back or you're not opening up. And I don't mean that in a judgmental way. I mean that in a sense where it's just like the energy that I'm picking up on, that some of you could be kind of holding yourself back from feeling free and from allowing the new beginning to start. And I feel like there's a strong focus for you this year, encouraging you to entertain the idea of coming out of your comfort zone a little bit, coming out of a place of self-protection, and allowing yourself to try again, try out on a new path. Allow yourself to be seen, allow yourself to be acknowledged, coming out of a space that you're familiar with to try something new so you can have new experiences. That's what this year is going to be about for you, Capricorn. It's going to be about you allowing yourself to remember who you are, awaken to maybe parts of you that went to sleep, like in the metaphor, the Sleeping Beauty. Reawakening parts of you that went to sleep and allowing that new Fool's journey to begin. This is setting the stage for that, because I think in 2023, what it looks like is, this beginning of the Fool's journey here, because that's where we're ending the year of 2022 with the Fool's journey starting. And this year we have the World. So this is an ending. It's interesting because the World is the last card in the Tarot and the Fool is the first card in the Tarot. So in 2022, we have the Wheel of Fortune where we have significant shifts, and then the World where we have major endings to some long chapters in our story. And then we start off in December with the Fool card here, and coming out of this place of stuckness, feeling like we're trapped, and finding, opportunities to kind of put ourselves out there and try out new things and experiment and see where we belong, where do we fit, that kind of energy. So you have a new beginning that's starting in December for you. So I feel like 2023 will be like this whole new world almost. And then 2022 for you, Capricorn, is setting the stage for that. Let's clarify these cards here for you, Capricorn. Okay, what are the clarifying cards for the Fool, Three of Wands, and Eight of Swords for Capricorn? Fool, Three of Wands, Eight of Swords for Capricorn for December. Yeah, interesting. Okay, Page of Cups. So again, a new start, a new offering. So some of you may meet someone in December. It could be a friend. It could be, a new partner. But it's an offering. It could also just be Spirit offering you, here, let's start this new beginning. Let's start these new connections, a new start to new relationships. Things that will help you come out of feeling stuck in one place. Try something. I feel like there's something different or new being introduced to you that Spirit wants you to kind of open your mind up to, because you may find that you really like it if you gave it a chance, or if you just tried it. Like a new food, like something you haven't tried before. Just try it. You may like it. So that kind of thing, like warming ourselves up to a new experience or something different that we didn't think we would like. Very, very beautiful and interesting here, Capricorn. Okay, let's get into some oracle cards. I have some new oracle cards here. A lot of new oracle cards here, actually. So I felt as though, for some reason, I'm really feeling unicorns are really strongly coming up for me lately. Even the energy of horses have been around me a lot. So, and I feel like horses are associated with freedom. Free to be who we are, free to run, free to roam, powerful, strong. And then I got really drawn into the energy of unicorns. So I found this really beautiful unicorn deck that I've been working with. So I wanted to use them, and my guides were telling me to save them for the yearly readings here. So I'm going to pick a challenge for you, for Capricorn, for the year 2022. What will Capricorn be challenged with this year of 2022? Challenge for Capricorn for the year 2022. Challenge for Capricorn. Okay, this is in the challenge position. Beloved, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. So I know this is not going to resonate with everyone, because not everyone is seeking for a romantic relationship or partner. So for some of you, since this is in your challenge position, for some of you, what I'm hearing is there may be some growth that happens this year for some of you. So if you're in a relationship, you're in a partnership, especially like a long-term one, like you're married or, you're with your partner for a long time. This may be a year where both of you, but maybe mostly for you, Capricorn, since this is your reading, where you have a lot of opportunities to grow into more of who you are, or there's like a deepening in the relationship. There's like a deeper understanding. There is a shift in understanding others' needs or your needs, and communicating that. So I'm seeing that in one way. So in this year, you may be challenged to kind of take a look at yourself and see these areas where you can deepen, or you can change, or you can kind of transmute some things that are not working. And that will only either help you to solidify, what I'm hearing is solidify a bond with someone that you're with. Or it could also help you to just see the dynamics of a relationship more clearly and see where you both stand. So either way, I'm seeing that there's a deeper understanding of a relationship that you're already in. Being able to see, I'm sorry, let me say that in a different way. Being on the same page is what I'm hearing. So being on the same page, whatever that means for you. In a specific relationship, kind of reaching common ground, there's a mutual agreement. And for others of you, this is about believing what you're worth. I like this last part, believe you are lovable. So this is about self-worth. This is about a connection with yourself. For those of you who are not in a relationship or even looking for one. So this is about love. And I really kind of felt that when I was getting ready for my day and to tune into these energies for these readings, love kept coming up. The word love. What does love mean for you? And how can we bring love more into our life? And then it doesn't always have to be romantic love. It could be a love for the self, a love for life, a love for spirit, for our relationship, our spiritual relationship. So how can we bring love into our life? That's very strong here. So that may be something that you are challenged to look at. And where can we open up more to love this year? Okay, what can Capricorn look forward to this year in 2022? What can Capricorn look forward to in the year 2022? Bottom line. Oh, wow. How beautiful. This is such a beautiful card too. Magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. So this is something that you can look forward to this year, is magic. So I really feel like this is a symbolism of how things are kind of shifting and changing for you. And I really feel like you're going to be opened up to some new experiences that you really didn't think that you would allow yourself to have. It's like you're kind of allowing some of that restrictive energy that you might have placed on yourself to come off. Like you're opening yourself up. There's like this freeing energy in you, Capricorn, this year. You're allowing yourself to free up a little bit of the stagnancy or some of that. Just kind of shake it up a little bit is what I'm seeing here. And again, horses are, they're bringing me back to that energy of just being able to run free and roam free, allowing yourself to embrace yourself a little bit more, allowing yourself to indulge in some of the passions or the interests that you've had that maybe you haven't really allowed yourself to entertain. I'm also seeing that some of you may have just had so many priorities, especially if you have like families, that you are so busy kind of taking care of everybody else, that you have have been so focused on getting the career, getting the home, getting, taking care of everybody, making sure everything is solid. Because Capricorn, that's your sign. You're all about foundations, creating stability, longevity in your life. That's really important to you. It's a priority for you. And so I think that this year, there is an invitation to kind of entertain maybe some of the other areas where maybe we just didn't have time to entertain, like magic and dreaming and believing and kind of being a bit more free with your life, and allowing new things that maybe you didn't really allow yourself to entertain before is kind of starting to be available to you now, and you're opening yourself up to it a little bit. So that magic is coming into your life, excitement, passion, something different, something new. Very nice. Okay. So let us go into, I have a couple of other decks here. So I've been feeling Mother Mary's energy a lot as well. So I have a Mother Mary deck here. And let's just get some guidance from Mother Mary for this year for Capricorn for the year 2022. Message from the Divine Feminine. Wow. Love this. So this is all about self. This is all about you this year, Capricorn. This is all about honoring you. So we have Our Lady of Manifest Miracles and Our Lady of the Inner Gate. So again, going within and finding what sets our heart on fire, finding what really resonates with ourselves, and also believing that what I'm hearing with Our Lady of Manifest Miracles, it's almost as if, some things have a way of just working out that even we can't predict. We can't really see. And it's like believing, again, with the miracles and the magic card, it's like believing that, that things can work, even though we can't really see in what way that they could possibly work. How some things have such a beautiful way of just falling into place that the only thing that we can really do is just surrender to that process. So going with the flow, allowing our intuition to guide the way, allowing the magic to kind of carry us, guide us through the different changes that are happening. Like they're showing me these waves. And allowing ourselves to kind of flow with the waves rather than needing to hold on to what we know. And I really like the Our Lady of the Inner Gate because, again, this is about awakening ourselves to parts of ourselves we might have fallen asleep to, parts of ourselves that we didn't know we could access, maybe parts of ourselves we didn't even know we had, maybe interests we didn't even know we had, or things we liked we didn't know we liked. Really resonating with people we never thought we would really resonate with, but it just really works. So this is about opening ourselves up to, it's like she's bringing in this energy of, let me show you some things that you may have never thought were in you or could be available to you or was possible for you. So opening your eyes, opening up your heart. Okay. Let's pick an animal totem for this year. Beautiful. Okay. Oh, I love this. Yeah. I feel like community is going to show up really strongly here for you. I feel like you're going to meet some new people this year. You're going to meet some new people. And I feel like they're people that you'll just really connect with. We have the ant spirit, time to collaborate. And I think that it's also time to just socialize. I think socialization is going to be really good for you this year as well, Capricorn. And I think that it's not just important to socialize, but socialize with people who see you, who really resonate with you. And you may also find that you team up or work with, I really saw community and organization really coming into play here for you as well, especially in November, I think. I think it was November, might have been in August as well. But I think, or September, September. But I think that is going to help you to find yourself a little bit better. Like you'll be able to, I'm hearing that working with the right kinds of people will bring out some talents or traits or qualities in you that you'll feel more free or comfortable to come out and show. So some of you may meet people that bring those parts out in you. Like you may kind of keep it hidden or under wraps. But when you feel comfortable around someone, you feel more open to be yourself. And so when you're yourself, you feel a lot more safe to bring out some of the best traits and qualities that you usually don't allow other people to see. So being seen, allowing yourself to be seen is going to come up here for you this year as well. And spirit. Okay, so I have one more deck here, and this is kind of a unique deck. It's the Roomy Oracle, and since I was really sensing the energy of love, I brought in this deck. So I love how we have that beloved card that came up here, because I was really sensing, this connection with love and embodying how can we live our life with love. Love for ourselves, love for life, love for others, not just romantic love, but just the existence or the energy of love and living from that place. So I wanted to bring in, and I feel like that's an intention that maybe we can go into 2022 with, is love. So let's see what Roomy has to say for the year of 2022 for Capricorn. Yeah. I like this. This is really, really beautiful. So we have the card 1. And again, the 6, we had the Lovers here as well. In one of your tarot cards, there was the Lovers, which is the number 6. So relationships and how you relate to others is going to be an important factor here. And where you fall, where you resonate with others, your identity. I feel like there's a lot about interpersonal relationships here with you this year. But with the 1 card here, this is also about you finding where you belong, finding where you fit, finding out who you are and where you're meant to be. Waking up from that sleep, waking up from that dream, waking up from the fog, or even the illusions that we don't fit or that we don't belong, or, whatever we have kind of closed ourselves off to. I feel like this year there is an opportunity for you to reemerge and to reconnect with this feeling of oneness, feeling like you are also part of this collective, that we're all connected, and where you fall in all of that. So very powerful year for you. It's transformative, but it's a lot about also you kind of coming home to yourself and waking up to yourself, and how you can use that to really construct a unique life for yourself that feels very unique and authentic to you and really resonates with you. So very intricate but beautiful year you have ahead. And I think that 2023 is going to feed off of the work that you do this year, because I feel like in 2022, you're going to be presented with some inner work. You're going to be presented with some things to kind of shift out of your life and some newer things that you're going to want to venture down. And so 2023 is going to be a continuation of that. It's going to be even more, I feel like it's going to be more of an embodiment of the work that you do this year in 2022. So I feel like 2022 is going to be about clarity for you and waking up and recognizing yourself and honoring yourself and then putting yourself on that appropriate course where you feel like you may, making those necessary adjustments where you feel like you need to make them. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you, and I hope you have a really beautiful, wonderful new year. And thank you so much for tuning in. If you resonated with the reading, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you for next year. Bye, Capricorn.